Well, hello friends, and today I'm going to introduce you to the Coven of Witches for my Spellbound journal. I hope you were able to make some. So obviously I looked it up, and a coven is 13, at least 13 witches, or there could be more. I have 14 in mine, and you know how I like to make a story. When I'm making Halloween journals, I have to have a story. So I'm going to introduce you to the Coven from the Spellbound journal. So I hope you're ready for a little story time. So pause me, grab a cup of coffee or cocoa or tea, and I'll give you my story, okay? So like I said, there are 14 witches in the Spellbound Coven, okay? This here, I'm going to move them to the side. This here is Lucinda. She is the oldest witch. She is the high priestess of the Coven of Spellbound. And she is the most powerful of all things. So I kind of inked up her hat a little with some spray. I gave her a TIm Holtz rose. She's got her familiar on her shoulder, an owl, and different pieces. This is from one of Amy's kits. I can't think of what it's from now. Gothic Gray, maybe. And then different papers, and I inked around her. So this is Lucinda, and she is the high priestess of the Coven, okay? Now, this gal here, this is Agatha. She is a crystal witch, and she has her crystals hanging from her shawl here, and some purple and teal, and she deals with crystals and stones, gemstones, and chakras, okay? And then this gal here is Hazel, and she is a lunar witch. So she's very attuned to the moon, and she honors it and studies the lunar phases. And she has a blue dress with gray and a moon, things like that. And then this gal here, this is Griselda. She is a fire witch, and she works with candles and flames, burning, and focuses on the fire element. These 4 witches are the elders. These are the originals here, the 4 originals. This is Lucinda. She is the high priestess, the head, the one with all powers. And then this is Agatha, the crystal witch. And this is Hazel, the lunar witch. And this is Griselda, the fire witch. Okay? All right. So I'm going to move them and continue on. So the next witch I want to explain to you, this gal here, her name is Belladonna, and she is an herbal witch. So she deals with herbs and flowers and oils and balms and tinctures and plant magic. So she has some of the trim from Honey Silk Company, some of my dyed book page. This is just a vellum image of some plants here. I put some sparkly little crystals on her and some black trim. So her name is Belladonna. Okay, just gonna move her over. I guess I don't know. Let's see if I can put them all out here for you to see. I can try to put them all out there. I should, right? I might have to cover some up, but let's see if we can do that. All right, so that is Belladonna. Okay. Now, this is Esmeralda, and Esmeralda is a forest witch. So she has some foresty trim. She has a moth here. So she is a forest witch. She works with and around trees and she's very familiar with the local plants and animals and herbs all around where they live. So that is Esmeralda, our forest witch. And then the next one, this is Freya. Now Freya is a kitchen witch, and she does cooking and baking and homemade items, and she's into home protection and cleansing spells. So this is Freya. Freya. I'm going to put her here. And then next we have here, this is Phoebe. Okay, and Phoebe is a divination witch, and she deals with palmistry, tarot readings, tea leaf readings, pendulums, and candle reading. Okay, so that is Phoebe. Okay, and then next we have Xena, and Xena is a sea witch, and she deals with ocean, lakes, seas, weather magic, salt water, shells, driftwood, sand. So she is our sea witch. I'm going to put her here. Okay. Now, you know, these gals, well, let me continue on here. Let me keep going. We'll save the best for last. This one here is Ursula. Ursula, she is a music witch. She uses music with magic, has a deep connection with sound, and uses sound to enhance rituals. Okay, so this is Ursula. I'll put her here. And then we have Willow. Now, Willow is a potion witch. She's an expert at mixing potions of all sorts. So that is her talent there. I'm going to put her right here. Okay. And then we have the youngest witch, Sabrina. She's the youngest of the group. She's a cosmic witch. She deals in astrology and zodiac signs and horoscopes and celestial energy. I'll put her here. Okay, so we have two more witches. And these two, you know, each group of people, sometimes, especially a group of witches, you know, there's always one or two that kind of rub the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So I want to introduce you to, this is Raven and this is Morgana. Now these gals are both nocturnal witches. They deal with dark energy. They work best at midnight. They love the nighttime. That's when they feel the most comfortable. They do their best work. But they are very competitive with each other, and that could get them into trouble sometimes. But never fear, Lucinda keeps a tight hold on her coven here. Lucinda, the high priestess, she knows what these two are all about, as does everybody else. But they will be in some friendly and not so friendly competition with each other, but they know who's boss here, which is Lucinda. So, but you know how it is. There's always one in the group, or in this case, there's two in the group. Okay, so I wanted to show you the coven, and there's 14 witches here, and I am in love with each one of them, and I just had to give them names, and I had to give them what type of witch they were. And I can't wait to put them in the Spellbound book. I really can't. And there's got to be more stories, right? Each one has to have a story. So I'm writing this story along with it, and I plan on journaling the story in the Spellbound book. It's so much fun. Feel free to copy what I'm doing. If you don't feel comfortable making up your own names and stories, I can, I could probably type it up and give you their names and their, what type of witch they are, to help you along. I'll try to do that. Whether I can just put it in the description, I'll figure something out. I will figure it out. But yeah, feel free to play along and make up a story and make up names and what kind of witches they are, or just copy what I call them and what their stories are behind them, because I think it's so much fun. So, all right, friends, I just wanted to let you know that we finished all our witches. Like I said, I do have 14 in mine, but and a Coven's 13. That's what I read. So, yeah, next week we are going to continue on. I just wanted to get us going, and I think this is a perfect way to get going with these. We have to have our Coven for our Spellbound journal, right? So I'm not sure what's coming next, but it'll be fun. I'm sure we'll have a great time. So I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Take care now. Bye.